Huh? That ain't good either. Come on now. What do you think, Sam? You want to have some Hey. All right. Gallery. Hey, Valeria, nice to see you, Senorita. Good morning, Ethel.
Hi, Steve. Good morning to you.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay. Are you safe?
Yeah, we got sunlight. We're going to be up close to 100 degrees today. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Tornado hits not too far away. I keep thinking, with tornadoes and floods, maybe I got to put some wings and flotation devices on my camper. One of these storms come through, I'm going to wake up in like Oklahoma or something. I don't know. So yeah, it's an adventure, that's for sure.
Morning, Steve.
Hey, hey. So, Valeria, in Italy, how's it going there? Are they easing restrictions? Are you able to get a little more freedom, get out a little bit yet?
Not so much freedom, and plus I got married last week, and we're gonna move from here, so it's quite a busy period.
Married, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a whole yoga lesson in itself.
But here in Italy, it's we have a little bit more freedom from since Monday.
Right on.
Last Monday, yeah. It is called the yellow zone, so we can go outside and travel a little bit.
Well, groovy, all right.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting pretty good at marriage. I've done it 3 times. I think I've got it figured out now.
Just 3?
Hey, Olga, good morning. Rhonda and Bonnie and Christina. All right. We'll get going here in just a few more minutes. All right, Sam, I think I'm going to close your door just so we don't have any surprise appearances, right? Here's your antler. Oh, you are a handsome boy. You really are. Yes, you are. You're the apple of my eye. Mm-hmm. You want to be cool? Not barking at nobody? Just bliss out for a little while? We'll go walking later, okay? Close my bathroom door, y'all.
Good morning.
Hey, Rhonda. So some point, in about 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 6 to 7 weeks, I'm gonna want to record one of these sessions, but in gallery view with anybody who is okay with it on screen, and I'll give you all plenty of notice on that. But when we get to that point, anybody that wants their camera off can certainly have their camera off, but I would hope a couple of you leave camera on. It's just going to be a recording I can submit for audit, for appraisal, the teacher training I'm currently in. They're going to want to watch me actually teaching this sequence. So, but again, I won't like hide that. When the time comes to do it, I'll make sure everybody's aware of what's going on, and you can choose how you wish to proceed on that particular day.
I'm good with that.
The same note, between now and then, there'll be a number of, I think I got to do something 8, 10 different videos, but most of them are like little 5-10 minute videos. And I may be asking for some volunteers to jump on Zoom with me to make videos of me guiding these little short segments. I don't know. I'll know more about that as the curriculum opens up. So just keep that in the back of your mind to give some consideration to. And certainly, it's not required. It's just would be a favor to me. All right, what's that clock saying? That clock is saying we got 2 minutes. And I know if I don't wait those 2 minutes, a couple people going to show up and miss like the most important part. Oh, actually 1 minute. Yeah. Why have that on Do Not Disturb? I sure hope so. Sweet and spicy. All right, y'all. Monday morning, I think we should likely go ahead and get started. Let me just check this right quick. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. Hey, just as I said that, how about it? Hey, welcome, Dawn.
Hi, long time no see. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad you're here. We're going to go ahead and get going. So I'm going to make sure everybody's muted. Good, good. Looks like it. All right, just if you can still hear me clearly, raise a hand or a leg or something. Let me know. Wave at me one time. Groovy. Thank you. We're going to continue the exploration of what's called the Brahma Sequence. Very old sequence. My teacher he designed it a long, long time ago when he got back from India. And now I'm learning it and sharing with you. So, and a lot of it's going to look pretty familiar because, well, it's the foundation, the meat and potatoes of the lineage of power yoga that I practice and share with you guys. So, but as always, you know, anything that feels wrong, you just modify it, or you don't even have to do it. You can skip it. As always, ultimately, you are your teacher. I'm your instructor. I just offer a little guidance. With you and your sacred partner, your body, y'all are the decision makers in this thing. So let's start out in a child's pose. It's really a leisurely, safe and grounded way to begin to do the actual yoga. You know, what is yoga? The word is translated so many ways, but I kind of like the definition of it as yoke, to steer, to direct. You know, yoga, it doesn't want to change you. It wants to enlighten you, the objective, the ultimate end, the samadhi, enlightenment, to see. So we slow down and we tune in, create some intimacy with ourselves. And that requires some serious concentration. So let's use breath for that. Put your lips together and just let air move in and out through your nose. But you know, upper teeth, lower teeth, they never meet because we're not stressing here. And that's your first suggestion. Perhaps your nose is stuffed up, and breathe through your mouth if you need to. But if appropriate, just narrow it through the nostrils and then let air move deep and full. I'm talking complete inhales, full capacity. Exhales are totally evacuating, moving all air out of your body. Big, full breath. And I'm not telling you to breathe slow. In fact, there will be times where your breathing will increase in speed that don't mean you keep it shallow. It can be deep and fast, yes. And then finally, we just make it fluid, even, steady. Your breathing takes on a nature that if somebody was sitting in that room with you and they could only hear you, they could hear your breath, they wouldn't realize that you were doing some physically challenging things. They would just think you were really calm and relaxed, which ideally you will be. And this ain't natural. Breathing like this is not natural. We don't walk around through our day-to-day breathing deep, steady, long, fluidly, evenly. It requires focused attention. And this sort of concentration opens the door to slide into meditation. And that right there, my friends, is the yoga. Patanjali doesn't say nothing about triangle pose, handstand. It's concentration, it's meditation. It all begins with state of mind. So now we'll just start adding some movements and some poses to this yoga. And just begin by reaching your arms out as long as they feel they should go, pressing palms into the mat. Tuck your toes under, and then begin lifting your knees and raising your butt up. This is our first active pose. They call it downward facing dog. And just, it might be your first dog of the day. So a little bend of the knees would probably be appropriate. But flirt with some stuff, play with a little bit of pressure in the palms. And certainly your head can dangle so your neck is free. And your breath just stays deep and steady and long, even, fluid. And right now, just start becoming enamored with that breath. Like that's your guide. That's your beacon. Fall in love with it. And now maybe you can start letting heels fall back, tailbone swoop up, lengthening. Maybe start pressing out through the backs of your knees, the backs of your legs. Perhaps rolling elbows towards the mat, twisting hands away from each other so you feel some shoulder, chest, and lat engagement. Just some sweetness. Take a breath of air, full breath. Now just exhale and lower both knees to the mat. Open your feet wider than your hip bones. And just start walking your hands back towards your knee bones and lower your seat down towards the mat. And go ahead, if it feels okay, just sit up tall. And did you know it's really not necessary to put ass all the way down on the mat? Just go down to where it feels okay. If your knees are very fragile here, it's the first time doing this today maybe, keep your weight in your hands. That is okay. But let's just stay upright. Don't go laying back into this thing yet, because we're nowhere near ready for that sort of stuff. A slight tuck of your chin will lengthen your neck. And now just bring your awareness, your eyes, everything inside your mat space. We're discarding all distractions, things like cell phones and schedules, gender, skin color, bank account, work schedules, all that stuff is just setting it aside for a while. And if you want it later, it'll be there. Now place your hands on the mat and just come up and like hands and knees, like a child getting ready to crawl across the room. Shoulders are squared up over wrists and hips are directly over knees. Straighten and drive your left leg straight back, like you put the sole of your foot against the wall behind you. Pressing into your left hand, reach your right arm straight forward, bicep towards ear, thumb up, pinky down, and just start lengthening, reaching, fingertips away from foot and vice versa. That's called traction. You can press into your left hand to create some contraction in left pectoral, chest muscle, left tricep, arm muscle, left deltoid, shoulder muscle. And, nose is pointed at the mat, neck is soft, nothing to tense up here, and teeth, they still not touching because your breath is steady. One more breath and maybe lift a little if appropriate. Exhale, just set it all on the mat, and we switch. Straighten your right leg back towards wall behind you. Reach left arm forward. So it's just a little spine balance. We're warming the core. You know what I tell you? Anybody you know, pretty much anybody you know, you could plant them in this pose, and if you observe, after a few moments, their teeth are going to clench. You'll see the back of their neck tighten up. You'll see some shaking and choppy, short breath. It's like a little bit of challenge, and we're conditioned to immediately react. How about stay calm? Oh. One more breath to lift just a little bit. Now exhale, set everything on the mat, hands and knees, and step both feet back to plank pose or upper push-up position. And did you know that you can use your knees in this pose anytime you like? You still get all the benefit, just a little less intensity, right? While you're here, bring shoulders just beyond wrist. Press into your palms sweetly. Feel your shoulder blades spreading, your chest muscles engaging. Bring hips about height of shoulders. Just feel it. Don't look, just feel. Yeah. How about one big breath here? Now exhale, bend your elbows and lower with control, with strength. Come all the way down until you're all the way on the ground. Leave your hands where they're at. Release your feet so the tops of your feet are touching the mat, all 10 toenails. On an inhale, press into your palms, straighten your arms, lifting your chest, but keeping your thighs down. This is called cobra. Exhale, come on down, let your chin touch the mat. We're going to do 5 in a row. So take a breath. Press into palms, chest lifting, shoulders rolling back, thighs staying low. Exhale, come on down, chin touch mat. An inhale, we press into our third cobra. They're just gentle. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale, press into palms, lift up like you're just making love to the backside of your body. Exhale, come on back down. Uno más. Inhale. Let's come up and hold this one for a few breaths. Deep breaths. Now you're a little bit more set up for it. Perhaps press into your palms. Dig into. Pull low ribs away from belly button away from pubic bone. Roll shoulders back. About tuck chin a little bit to lift skull. Maybe look up. Either way is cool. One big breath. Exhale, lower down, chest, chin, touch mat, tuck toes, same exhale, push the plank, same exhale, press the down dog pose. Ooh, that's it, good. And just notice, we might be a little deeper in it. Things are starting to open. It just takes a little patience. The body's going to take a minute to kind of get notice of where we're going, what we're doing. And then it'll start releasing some endorphins. It'll be kind of nice, but it requires patience. Nothing wrong with exercise and patience. Now, inhale, tilt tailbone up, press into palms. Exhale, walk or quietly hop your feet to your hands. Knees a little bent are okay. Keep hands down low, floor or shins. Inhale. Just glance forward. Remove any rounding of your spine. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold your long torso over your thighs. You can flirt with straightening the knees a little bit. It's personal. From here, open your arms down the length of your ribs like jet airplane wings. Pull your chest out away from your thighs, flatten your spine. Nose is pointing at the mat. Over a big inhale. Come all the way up to standing. Let top of your inhale reach hands up, maybe look up. Now exhale, just fold forward. Once again, bringing chest to thighs, head down low. Breathing steady, deep and low. Inhale, glance out and lengthen. Now exhale, palms to the mat. Same exhale, the plank. Same exhale, lower all the way down. Release the tops of your feet. Inhale to that cobra we just practiced 5 times. Exhale, chin touch, push the plank to down dog pose. So yeah, we lower from cobra, push the plank to down dog pose. That's a complete push-up. We do it every time in that particular vinyasa. And by the end of the class, you know, it adds up, maybe 20, 30 of them. And that might not be appropriate. You may not be digging that. So anytime you like, just go from cobra right to down dog. You can skip the push-up. It's cool. I don't mind. Let's keep this thing going. Let's move with our breath. Inhale, tilt tailbone up, press into palms. Exhale, walk or quietly just float your feet to your hands. And inhale, lengthens as we glance forward. And exhale, fold once again, a little long, a little deep. Inhale, maybe knees slightly bent, come up to standing, reach up high. If you decide, you can take a back bend up here. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breathe in as you lengthen out, glancing out. Breathe out, plant your palms, hop the plank, lower, slow, muscular strength. Inhale for the back bend we call cobra. Exhale, chin touch, push plank, rise to down dog. Oh, good. Just a couple breaths here. Well, we just got one more of those. So if you're with me, try to let the breath move over the entire transition. Inhale, tilt tailbone up. Exhale, feet go to hand. Inhale, glance out, lengthen. Exhale, nipples to knees, fold. Inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, half lifting as we lengthen long. Exhale, hands to mat, plank, lower strong. Inhale to cobra, it's just a gentle flow. Exhale, chin touch, push the plank, head low, ass high, down dog pose. Let's just move on from here, shall we? Take a breath as you tilt your tailbone up. Exhale, bring your feet up to your hands. On then inhale, lengthen and glance forward. Exhale, now fold your long torso back down to thighs. Hands are on the mat. As you inhale, gently raise your left leg up behind you. But try this. Rather than lifting as high as you can, just lift your left leg to where you feel that sweet spot, that place between too much, not enough. Ginger, gentle, personal, find that spot, and now play with lengthening, flirt with lengthening. Lengthen left leg, maybe straighten right leg, get strong into that. Here's something. Start bringing your hands as close to your right foot as you like. Maybe put your left hand where your left foot used to be. Maybe use your right hand to pull against back of right leg, bringing nose towards shin. Yeah. Just flirt with it. Now let's exercise our calmness. From here, just open your arms like airplane wings and start to lift your torso and your left leg a little higher than your hips. Lift arms higher than everything, and you're just like a bird taking flight. Now from here, tuck your chin so your neck is long. Start pulling your breastbone and your left foot away from each other for some traction. Lift arms a little higher than everything. And you know, we really don't have a whole lot of time in these things, so get it while you can. In fact, we're out of here. One more breath. Exhale. Put your hands on the mat. Drop your head. Inhale. Notice left leg is still lifting. Exhale. Set your left foot next to your right foot. Oh, breathe in now. Half lifting to lengthen out. Breathe out. Come on back down. Let your chest kiss your thighs. And breathe in. Start lifting your right leg. Same deal, y'all. Just take it up to an appropriate height. Find what is appropriate, what is sweet, what provides sensation. Discard any of that notion of got to go faster, higher, farther, stronger. There's no competition, just personal. Feel it, man. Hands go as close to left leg as you like. Head stays low, breath stays steady. Opening arms like wings, you know where we go. Lengthen chest out away from thigh as we bring torso and right leg a little higher than the hips. Hey, here you go. Maybe drop your right hip even with your left hip. Oh, you can keep a little bend in your left knee if you like, or you can start to straighten it. If it's a little bent, there's going to be more quadricep, but easier balance. If you straighten it, it's going to be more hamstring and glutes, but more difficult balance. Chin tucked, traction, pulling chest and leg away from each other. One more big breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Rest your head low. Inhale. That right leg is still lifted. How about that? Exhale, right foot down next to left foot. Take a breath, lengthen out. Exhale, fold forward. We're moving into flow number 2. So if you're not familiar, pay attention. On an inhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Bring torso and arms up towards the sky. And you're just kind of squatting and reaching up high. Exhale, fold forward as you straighten your legs and bring your head down low. Inhale, glance out, lengthen your spine. Exhale, put your palms on the mat. Step or hop the plank and lower with upper body strength. Take a breath in for that back bend, you know, Kobrasana. Exhale, chin touch, push up or not, catch you a down dog asana. At the end of your exhale, just step or lunge your right foot forward, up by your right thumb. Stay up on left toes and inhale, rise up, torso, arms reach high. It's crescent pose. Exhale, hands to the mat, step right foot back to plank and lower with some control. Inhale to cobra. We don't flail, we just flow. Exhale, get a little push up or not in the down dog pose. Again, step, just lunge, left foot straight forward with a little control. Right toes stay down. Inhale, come on up, sink a little deep. You can take back bend in crescent pose. Now exhale, come on down, hands to mat, step the plank, lower with control. Breathing in for a cobra, glutes are soft and loose. Breathing out as we press the down dog pose. Ooh, nice, couple breaths here. You may notice now, we're using hips, a little more arms. Holy smokes, heart rate is increasing, breath is getting a little faster. We are now addressing cardiovascular aspects of fitness. Holy smokes, asana can be like cross-training, full-rounded exercise. Keep mind quiet and then it becomes yoga. Inhale, tailbone high, press in palms. Exhale, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, glance forward for length. Exhale, fold forward, nice stretch. Inhale, simultaneously bend knees, reach high. Exhale, fold forward as you attempt to straighten your legs. Inhale, glance out. It's a spine lengthening move. Exhale, hands to mat, the plank pose, lower smooth. Big breath for a cobra. Exhaling to down dog. At the very end of your exhale, let that you rise up, as you reach up, square left hip forward, press left heel back. Exhale, hands to mat, step the plank. We catch a vinyasa, we lower down. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, press the down dog. Step left foot up to hands. Rise on an inhale, pressing forward. Exhale, fold forward, hands to mat, step the plank, and just lower. Let your biceps brush your ribs on the way down. Take a breath as you pull into cobra. Exhale out as you press the down dog. Ooh. Ooh. Now you got options, and they're all quite valid. You know, first option, you can roll up your mat and call it a day. And that's okay. You're going to feel great. You just did 20 minutes of awesomeness for yourself. Or another option, you can lower to your knees and just kind of sit this next one out and breathe. That might be the strongest muscle you can practice. It's called humility. Third option, you can do this next one exactly like you did the last one. Or this third one, or this third one. Fourth option, maybe you can just kind of breathe with me. If you're with me, inhale, lift tailbone. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, squat, reach high, chair. Exhale, fold forward, head low. Inhale, glance out for length. Exhale, plank, lower with strength. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, down dog, step right foot forward. Inhale, rise to crescent, square left hip, push left heel. Exhale to plank, lower, little control, little strength. Inhale to back bend, gentle, free. Exhale, down dog, breathe deep. Step your left foot. Inhale, rise, reach high, square right hip forward. Exhale, palms to mat, step the plank, lower slow. Inhale, back is bending, glutes is soft. Exhale, chin touches, push the plank, head low, butt up high. Bravo, you made it. Ooh, how about a couple breaths here? We're gonna move on. That's enough of that. Now, if you don't believe that you're sufficiently warm, that's okay. A couple of you might not be at this point. Just pay attention. Listen to your partner. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, but intimacy. We listen for the communication, and we give. We care. I mean, this stuff will really make you a better lover. I'm not kidding. Intimacy with your partner, your body. Let's move. Inhale. Take your tailbone up high. Exhale, step or hop your feet through your hands. Now take a breath and lengthen out. Glance forward. Exhale, hands to the mat. Breathe in. Start lifting your left leg up behind you. Now, I know we've been here before. We're just using this as a stepping stone now. So open arms wide. Inhale, come up to airplane balancing. Now, exhale, come up to standing without touching your left foot. Just bring left knee right out in front of you and hold it with both hands right up there in front of left chest. A little strong into your right leg. Come upright with your spine, strong, high, tall. Now, put your right hand on your right hip. Then your left hand, go ahead and use your two fingers to take a hold of your left big toe. Now, I would much rather see your leg a little bent and your spine straight than see your leg straight and your spine bent. So begin to extend your left leg forward by keeping your spine erect. Don't worry about going straight. Let go of being straight. Don't worry, straight is overrated. Go for feel. Go for long, tall spine. Yes. Gather your equilibrium. Now, right hand on right hip. Just start opening your left leg towards the left wall. A little bend in knee is so cool. It's all right. Maybe you use your right arm and hand to open right hip and right shoulder away from left shoulder and left leg. Just spread. Bring left leg right back around out front. Now keeping left leg as high as it may be, go ahead and just put both hands on your hips. Yeah, I know it's difficult. You don't see me doing this stuff. Just breathe. But keep your face calm. And if the leg has to lower a little bit, that's okay. Let's not make scary face. Just stay calm. And resist the temptation to lean back. Stay upright. Reach your hands straight up. Bicep to you. Big inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold forward. Don't touch left foot. Just bring it right up behind you. Arms out wide. Back to airplane balancing. It's like a dance, right? Good. Now, notice nothing changed. Everything stayed the same, right? Good. How about bring your 5 right fingertips down to the mat, at least 30 centimeters further out than your foot, kind of under your right shoulder. You can put your hand on block. That may be appropriate. Now just start bringing left hand towards the sky. And now just investigate. Look for some things here. See if it's appropriate to begin lengthening stuff out, like legs and arms. How about bringing chest away from pelvis, top of skull away from tailbone? Here's one. You might want to flirt with rotating your gaze up towards left hand. That's a little challenging, but it's kind of fun. Good. And if you fall, smile. Man, you just got a really cool experience. Now, using muscular control without touching anything, rotate back to airplane balance. Left hip even with right hip, arms out wide. One big goodbye breath. Exhale, put your hands on the mat. Inhale, lift your left leg a little bit because it feels sweet. Exhale, set left foot down next to right. Let's take an inhale, glancing forward and lengthening. Now breathe out and fold torso to thighs. And now when you breathe in, how about right leg start lifting? You know, it's just a transition. So start opening arms out wide, lifting torso, right leg a little higher than hips, arms a little higher than everything. One big breath. As you breathe out, come up to standing. Try not to touch right foot, and then just hug right knee up in front of your right pectoral. Ride out that head rush you might be experiencing. Just breathe steady. If you need to take a knee, do it. No problem. Now let's begin to become erect, tall, lengthened. Remember, long spine, much more important than straight leg. Left hand to left hip. Right hand, your 2 fingers to your big toe. And this might be it. This might be where you stay. Or start lengthening, extending your right leg without bending your spine. Long, tall spine. If the knee is a little bent, I promise you there's no yoga journal photographer there taking pictures. It's okay. Ooh. Now, begin to open your right leg towards right wall. Use left hand on left hip to spread the pelvis open. Pull the left shoulder back a little. It's just some opening into the sweetness. Right leg comes right back around front. Hey, don't forget to breathe. Now, remember, calmness represented by steady breath, soft face, both hands to your hips. Right leg stays right where it's at. Yeah. Just check in with spine. Is it leaning back? I know it wants to. Bring it upright. I mean, when the heck are you ever going to get this close and personal with your psoas muscle, right? Bring biceps to ears, reaching high. Take a big breath. Now exhale. Let's make our folding transition. Torso forward, arms sweep back. Right leg coming up behind you. Airplane balancing. Here we go. Left hand, your 5 left fingertips come to the mat. Over the block. The block is great. And remember, take it out there, way out there. You don't have to be back. And start to open. Right arm to the sky, open right hip over left hip, right shoulder over left shoulder, to personal degree. And now flirt with this. Just get to know it a little bit before jumping into bed with it. When we just jump right into bed with it, that's how we get in trouble. So investigate, look for what we can open, what we can lengthen, how far we can open. Again, moderation. We're not going for any gold medals here. If it's appropriate, turn your gaze up to the right hand, challenging the balance, especially if your left hand is in line with your left foot, like a tightrope, right? Ooh. About one more breath here. Now exhale, we rotate right back to airplane balance as we notice every muscle on left side of ass asana. Big breath. Exhale, hands to the mat, head down low, and inhale, right leg still lifting. Exhale, put your right foot down next to your left foot. Now we're just going to get a little release. Take an inhale, lengthen out by glancing forward. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, come up on your toes and squat. Sit down on your heels. Ooh, it's a little challenging because it's a toe balance, but it's accessible. We're down close to the mat, not far to follow, right? And you can bring palms together with thumbs right there at the heart space, yeah? And a little tuck of chin lengthens your neck. Pulling top of skull, tailbone away from each other. Now, reach up high, biceps to ears, interlace your fingers and invert. Turn your palms inside out, like you're gonna put them on the ceiling. And start reaching, just start reaching. Palms towards ceiling, tailbone towards floor. How about this? Bring biceps behind ears. Wow. One big, huge breath, like getting stoned on oxygen. Now exhale. Hands to the mat. Straighten your legs, lower your heels, and take a forward fold. Woo. From here, begin to open your feet at least as wide as your shoulders. You may want to go as wide as your mat. Feet are parallel and a little wide, not super wide, but wide. Now, from here, pick up your toes, lean into your heels, and just start sliding your palms under your feet so far that, well, like the heel ends up between index finger and middle finger, and then just lower those feet so that metatarsals, the balls of your feet, are at the base of your palm and toes are all over your wrists. Good. A little bend in the knees here is appropriate, quite nice. Now, just let your head hang low. And here's something to think about. Anytime we're bended forward, especially with the little round in our back, engage core. What do I mean? Pull belly button to spine. Protect that son of a gun. Yeah. Now, you can start flirting with straightening your legs, straightening your knees, noticing quads contracting releases hamstrings, right? And if appropriate, with chin tucked, head low, maybe start bending elbows and using biceps to pull your torso between your legs, head down low. And how about some deep breathing? Yeah. Oh, all right. Now we'll go into something that's not really super impressive, but quite sensational, sensuous. Release your hands, bring them out from under your feet. Keep your feet as wide as they may be. Bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Try to bring them down same height as knees, right? Your hips down as low as knees. Now bring torso and arms up to sky, right? Just like before, but with legs wide. Good. Now, it's not, like I said, unimpressive, but man, it's a lot of sensation. Let's find some more. Maybe sit a little deeper, right? Pull belly button to spine. Reach your arms long to, lengthen your arms. Now, maybe take a glance up as you pull biceps behind ears. Good. And if you need a little more, come up on your toes. That's just for the adventurous ones. Over, inhale, come up to standing. If you're on toes, lower your heels, exhale, put your right hand on your outer right thigh. Legs are still a little wide. Now, left hand is up there on its lonesome. Breathe in and reach left fingertips straight up, 12 o'clock, super high. And as you breathe out, start to bend a little towards the right. Okay, just again, flirt with it. Take 5 seconds to investigate, to look for spaces available. Then take a breath. There's another 5 seconds. Open those spaces that you found to your personal degree. Then take another breath as you spend these last 5 seconds hanging out in those spaces, just dwelling in the sensation of it all. Yeah. Inhale, come back up center. Both arms are up. Exhale, just set your left hand on your left thigh. We ain't going nowhere yet. Stay upright. Right hand is all up on its lonesome. Inhale, lengthen, reach fingertips to sky. Now exhale, just start taking a little bend to the left as you just get to know it, right? 5 seconds to kind of investigate. 5 seconds to kind of execute it. And then 5 seconds to just indulge in it. Body keeps moving, breath keeps moving. Some things are changing, but one thing stays the same. Your calmness, your focused state of mind, as represented by steady, calm breath, right? Breath can be fast, but still steady and calm. Inhale, come back up center, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, your chest goes to your thighs. Inhale, glance out, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop to plank pose. Lower down with control. Take an inhale for Cobrasana. Exhale, press the plank to down dog asana. You know Cobrasana, you say that to Sanskrit scholar, they will scold you. So understand that's not actually the proper word for it. Okay. In down dog. How about take your right hand and reach back. Grab a hold of the outside of your left knee. Yeah. And you notice how hips kind of shift over the side of the room when you do that? Just slide them back into a centered down dog. You got it. Good. Now, without compromising anything, without flailing, just start working your right hand down your leg to personal degree. Maybe it goes a couple inches. Maybe it goes all the way down to heel. But just slide it down your leg to personal degree. And just stay a little centered, a little focused. And once you got your spot, perhaps turn your gaze up under your left armpit. Just take a look and see what's up there. And again, if necessary, you can use some bicep strength here. If you wish to bend the elbow and pull into this twist just a little bit, right? Now bring right hand back to the mat. Right back to down dog. Good. Take a deep breath. Exhale out. Bring your feet together. So heels and toes are touching. And if toes don't touch, that's okay. Some of us have bunions. That's all right. Just bring your feet together to the best of your ability. Now, leaning into your right hand, rotate your torso up over the outside right foot, left shoulder over right shoulder, left hip over right hip, and remove any bending, lengthen. It's a side plank. Left hand goes to the sky. Tell you what, you can lower your right knee if you wish. That's okay. Again, remember that like most difficult muscle I know of is called humility. Lower your right knee if you need to. It's okay. Now, press into your right hand. Feel how that shoulder wants to go into your right ear hole. Tell it no. Press the planet away with your right hand. Now, engage some right obliques. Like you're lifting your pelvis up. Yeah, feel that. Woo! Now, only moving your left arm. Drop your left arm over your left reaching left fingertips towards that front wall. Lifting pelvis. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, left hand back straight up. Open your chest if you want. Exhale, bring your left hand to the mat. Plank pose. Take a deep breath. Listen careful. Exhale slowly, your right knee to the mat. Why are you on your bed? Come to your hands with right knee on the mat. Lift left leg behind you. You got it. Now, reach your right arm forward as your left leg is back. We were here earlier, right? Same thing. And begin to bend your left knee as deep as you can and just reach back with your right hand and take a hold of something. I don't know, an ankle or a foot. Once you got a hold of it, start playing with your left quadricep. Just investigate. Engaging, contracting your left quadricep is going to open your right shoulder. Kind of nice after that side plank, right? Maybe you can use a little bit of right arm to lift the leg a little bit. Just feel here. Just check something out. See what it's about. Now, without touching anything to the floor, if you can avoid it, release and inhale. Left leg back, right arm forward, nose pointing at the mat. Exhale, set it all on the mat. Step back to plank pose. Deep breath. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, glide on into your down dog. Yeah. You know what? Let's give these arms a little bit of a break. Take a breath, tilt your tailbone up, and then exhale. Transition, feet to hands, forward fold. Come to a flat back, arms out wide like wings. Inhale, rise up to standing, reach up high. Exhale, bring your palms together at your heart. On an inhale, lift your left knee straight up out in front of you. On an exhale, put your left ankle on your lower right thigh and just begin to bend your right knee. And just kind of sit down into this a little bit. So we're going to, and you can put your left foot all the way up in your hip if you want the more lotus, or you can keep it down closer to your knee for a figure four. Now, open your arms down to your sides like the branches of a pine tree. And as you inhale, lift your breastbone up and forward. As you exhale, squat a little deeper. And if you like, fold forward. Like you're going to bring the bottom of your ribs out beyond your shin. Wow, how is that, right? So we got a little strength and balance happening on right leg, quad, glute, left hip. Piriformis is lengthening. Now from here, you can hang out here, but if you like, start bringing your left elbow towards the sole of your left foot. Rotate your chest to the right. Put your palms together, right elbow high, and just twist a little bit here in this funky little squat. Yeah. So left elbow on sole of left foot, right elbow high, palms together. Now, inhale, come up to standing, reach high, left knee holding out in front of you. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, left leg up high. Deep breath. Exhale, set your left foot down next to your right foot. Take a breath as you inhale, lengthen, glancing out. Exhale, fold forward, long spine. Open your wings. Come to flat back, and then just inhale. Come up to standing. Reach up high. Bring right knee up the right chest. Exhale, bring palms together at your chest, and just start setting your right ankle down there above your left knee. Start bending your left knee. And again, if you want to go half lotus style, you just put your right foot up in the crease of your left hip, or figure four down towards knee. Just start squatting down into this. And if you're doing half lotus, you're going to feel a whole lot of knee. If you're in figure four, you're going to feel a whole lot more hip. Now from here, open your arms like pine tree branches, kind of down at an angle. A breath in, pull your breastbone and tailbone away from each other. Now breathe out, squat a little deeper and just fold like you're bringing bottom ribs beyond your right shin. Ooh. You can hang out right here. There's a whole lot of sweetness here. If you want to play with the twist, the prayer twist, you start to bring right elbow, twist it around to the sole of your right foot. It's not going to work so much in the half lotus. You're going to have to hook it on your thigh. Now place your left palm against your right palm so your left elbow is towards the ceiling as you just twist your torso towards the left wall. And you know, in twists, exhale, soften us into them. Inhales, lengthen us, yeah? Ooh. And I know it's smoking. There's fire of tapas all over. But, try to stay squatting. Ooh. Yeah. Inhale, one big move. Come up to standing, lift knee in front of chest, arms up high. Exhale, just flow as we fold forward, hands to the mat, the right leg up high. Some of you feeling adventurous, you can just interlace your hands behind your back and get a little shoulder opener in this standing split. Always something to play with here, right? If you decided to do a shoulder opener, well, that's cool, but go ahead and release your hands to the mat again and just take a breath as you lift leg a little higher. Exhale, lower your right leg next to your left foot. Inhale, glance out. Remember this? Exhale, come up on toes, bend knees, sit on heels. Let's take this just somewhere a little more. I'm just trying to keep y'all moving as we try to touch everything gently. So let's put our palms together at our heart for a moment. And just start opening knees out. Notice where heels kind of rotate into a very personal place. Now use the muscles of that very personal place to pull that area away from your heels. A little tuck of your chin, lengthen your neck, pull belly button to your spine. Now bring your hands overhead. Cross wrists, either one, it doesn't matter, left wrist or right wrist, cross wrists in front of each other. Rotate your palms together. Good. Now begin to press your palms together as you pull elbows away from each other. Bring biceps behind your ears. What are you touching there? Wow, shoulders, lats, neck, traps, balancing, toes, feet opening, big breath. Exhale, keep your arms up, but just switch the cross. Whichever wrist is in front, bring the other one in front. Rotate palms together, a little bend in elbows as we pull elbows apart, press palms together, bring biceps behind ears. Steady, deep breath, calm, soft face. One more big inhale. Release your hands, bring knees together, exhale, hands to mat, straighten knees. Oh, thank God, asana. Woo. Inhale, glance forward. Exhale, step or hop back to plank, lower slow. Inhale, take a back bend. Exhale to down dog. Good. Now, your right hand, pardon me, your left hand, you can go ahead and just grab a hold of the outside of your right knee. Yeah, you got it. And isn't that amazing how the hips kind of want to shift, right? They're kind of compensating, the switching, the balancing. And so try to bring them back to that center area. You just try. You know, the benefit comes from effort, not acquisition. And getting there, where the hell are we going anyway? Just try. Now start bringing your left hand down the outside of your right calf as far as is appropriate to you. Good. There it is. Down. Now just go ahead and rotate your gaze up under your armpits. And if you want, bend your elbows and get a little bit of a little traction, a little leverage here. Good. Now bring your hand back to downward facing dog. Remember this, feet come together, ankles, heels, toes, touch as much of the feet together as you can, knees together. And then just lean into your left hand, and as you inhale, roll open to the left, right shoulder over left shoulder, right hip over left hip. And do you notice you kind of got slight forward folding here, butt back, chest forward, lengthen out, straighten the body, okay? Good, you got it. Yeah, that's the stuff. And if you need to lower a left knee, that is so okay, do so. It's all right, same benefits. Good. Now from here, just start engaging some left obliques so that it lifts your pelvis. Wow, I didn't realize my left oblique would do that. Good. Now press into your left hand so that the shoulder isn't collapsing. Use muscles to protect your shoulder joint. Good. Use breath to protect your calmness. Now without changing anything but your arm, drop your right arm over your right ear. Just start reaching. Reach to infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear, right? Wow, man. Just breathe, opening, lengthening, calming. Bring right hand back up high, and then inhale. Try to open your chest more if you want. Exhale, right hand comes back to plank. Take a big breath. Remember this part here. Exhale, lower slowly your left knee to the mat. Why are you on your belly? I guess you didn't remember other side. Left knee up. You know I'm just jacking with you a little bit. We can be serious and focused, but we can have fun. So on our hands, left knee on the mat, lift your right leg up behind you. Good. Take your left arm straight forward. And remember traction. We pull hand and foot away from each other. Chin, nose down for neck length. Now just begin bending your right knee as deep as you can. Deep is appropriate. Don't force it. Just bend it. And then reach on back with your hand and take a hold of something. Yeah. Now a little quadricep, a little thigh strength, contraction. Begin to use that to open your shoulder, your left shoulder. Good. The stimulation creates sensation, which leads to circulation, which is the precursor to regeneration. We're using creative body movements to strengthen, regenerate, fortify our body. We're using calm, focused breath to quiet our mind. It's a whole different aspect of strength and fitness and wellness. Now, without touching anything, let go and inhale, leg back, arm forward, big breath in. Exhale, put it all on the mat. Step back up, plank. Deep breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, come into cobra. Exhale, come all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to your belly. Run your arms down your ribs, palms towards the mat. On an inhale, lift thighs, arms, torso to a moderate degree. You know, those who have done this with me a few times, you know, there's going to be a few breaths here. Let's not blow out in the first breath. Moderate degree. Something sustainable. I know it goes against what society teaches us. More, go, push, pass. Put that aside. Moderation. Now, bend your knees and maybe take a hold of your ankles or some feet. And if you can't quite make that happen, just interlace your fingers behind your back and keep your legs straight. You have options. If you grip your ankles or feet, start using quadriceps to open shoulders. Remember, we did this balancing on one hand, one knee just a moment ago. Now balance on lower abdomen and pubic bone. Press. Now use a little shoulder or an arm strength to open your heart, right? One more big breath. Exhale, release to prior pose. Legs are straight, arms are swept back like wings. Inhale, biceps to ears, reaching forward. We're still lifting. Oh my God, asana. Exhale, arms out wide like airplane. One big breath. Lift everything. Here's your chance to go for the goal. Lift as high as you can. Exhale, put your palms at cobra, rest your thighs. Now, inhale, full-blown spread wing cobra, because you right now are arguably more prepared than you've ever been for this particular pose. Warm, supple, calm, strong. Hang out here. Indulge in it. You don't get long, so indulge. One more big breath, full breath. Get stoned on oxygen. Exhale, lower to the mat. Push the plank. Press to the final down dog pose of this practice. Ooh, yeah, how about that? I hope everything's tingling. I hope everything between your ears is quiet. Take a breath. Lower your knees to the mat. Keeping knees kind of close. Open your feet wide, wider than hips. And you know, we did this earlier, right? Just start walking your hands back towards your knees and just lower your seat. And just come and sit up tall. And if knees are still fragile, though, you can still use hands to hold your weight to protect your knees. But some of you might be a little warmer, might be feeling like it's appropriate. You can start going back into this by putting hands on the mat, back behind hips. You can bend elbows, come down to forearms. And there may be a very few of you that wish to go all the way to your back. But please, please listen to knees if you go to your back. Wherever you're at, listen to knees. If you're on your back, take a moment to lift your pelvis just an inch. Tuck your tailbone down between your knees. Remove the kink in your lumbar. And now lower your pelvis back down. Hey, that relieves a little tension. Tension leads to compression. Compression leads to, oh shit, bad moods. Breathe. Ooh. All right, y'all. Now come on up. Nice and easy. Place your hands on the mat out in front of you. Just like a child getting ready to crawl somewhere. Now cross your shins behind you deeply and just press back to a seated position with your legs crossed, Sukhasana. Go ahead and uncross your legs. Hug your knees while you balance on your sit bone for just a moment. You can even drop cheekbones to knee bones. That's kind of nice after that locust cobra stuff, yeah? Couple breaths here. Now, just come to your back, hug knees in, and then take your legs straight up, like soles of the feet going to go on the ceiling. Put your head on the mat. Put your palms on the mat next to your hips. Now, from here, just go ahead and put your toes down towards the mat above your head. Press into your palms and triceps and just push over into what some would call plow pose. And I said toward the mat. They don't have to touch the mat. You know your knees can be bent. You can prop your low back on your palms. Whatever you feel you need to do just to kind of get what I prefer to call reverse cobra, right? And if none of that's working for you, just stay on your back with legs to the sky. That's okay too. Now, if they're not already there, bend your elbows and place your palms against your kidneys. Try to swiggle without pushing into your neck. Try to swiggle elbows a little closer together and lean your torso back into your palms. So it's kind of fading away like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yeah? One leg at a time, bring legs straight up towards the ceiling for what I consider the queen of inversions, shoulder stand. Yeah. Now we let our torso fade away into palms so that we're taking any compression out of the neck. I know Iyengar students want to have 90-degree bend in the neck. If you got to do it, but I don't recommend it. Let's fade into palms, right? And then let the legs go straight up so you have a slight crease at your hips. Press metatarsals towards ceiling, balls of your feet, and just breathe here. Just hang out in it, dwell in it. I know it's not glamorous. I know we're not really burning calories or doing anything intense, but it's just kind of special. We let all that blood rush down into our heart, our thyroid, our brain, our pituitary, the pineal, our eye that sees beyond the veil. Yeah. And you know something special is happening here because all of a sudden you feel like fidgeting. You feel like bending knees or switching hands, or you start maybe wondering what's for dinner, what's for lunch. That's when you know that the special stuff is happening, when your mind tries to drift. Just stay with it. Stay in it. Indulge in it. Now, one leg at a time, come right back to previous pose. You know, plow. Place your hands on the mat down next to your hips. And kind of like a human seesaw, just lower your spine to the mat. And once your sacrum hits, start bringing your torso up so you wind up in a seated position. Yeah, you got it. I like it. That was a pretty groovy transition. Beautiful. Nice. I like that. Smooth and strong. Man, y'all are just too incredible. I love to watch what you do. So in your seated position, your choice of cross leg, maybe Padmasana, Sukhasana, Siddhasana. How about just Siddhasana? Some type of cross leg steady seat. Spine erect, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take tip of index, tip of thumb, put them together, and just set them at your knees. They call that chin mudra. It's also jnana mudra. There's stuff about how it the energy rushing out of fingertips helps to recycle it. I don't know, maybe so, maybe not, but sure as hell don't hurt to try, right? Now again, slight, without bending your neck, just tuck your chin. Jaladhara mudra lengthens your neck, slight engagement of throat. focus on the tip of your nose with eyelids heavy, almost closed, not all the way. And just, yeah, you're going to go cross-eyed. You're going to touch optic nerve here. Loads of nerves behind your eyeballs. You'll be okay. And then all the way at the base of your spine, try to pull sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone all together without using your glutes. Engage some toilet muscles, and now lift that center point. Just lift it. Good. So let's recap. Toilet muscle engaged, chin tucked with neck not bent, eyes on tip of nose, fingers in mudra. Place the tongue against the roof of your mouth with that slight restriction in your throat from the chin tuck. Begin deep breaths. I mean, you're going to hear them, going to sound like a vacuum cleaner. You're not sniffling with the tip of your nose. You're pulling air from down deep. Full breath, audible, strong, not forceful, not aggressive, strong with intention. This is a piece of what is called Ujjayi Pranayama. Continue. Long, steady, audible. 10 of these breaths. I'll watch the clock, you watch the breath. So many benefits found. Focused attention, strong, steady breathing. Also, quiets the nervous system after all that active asana practice. Soothing, meditative, regenerative. You know, depending on how deep your breath is, like a 5 count takes you a minute and a half, 2 minutes to get like 10 breaths. Some of y'all get 18 to 20 count breath. Smokers, maybe not so much, but some of y'all got that long, long breath. It's going to take quite a few minutes to get 10 breaths. Give y'all just like the remainder of this minute, just breathe. Deep, steady, long, audible, strong. Good. Come on out of that. Release your legs. Just make your way to your back. Nice and easy. Flat to your back. Once you get there, hug your knees in. Continue hugging your right knee. Just lay your left leg out straight and flat away on the mat. Open your right arm off to the side like a wing or elbow bend for cactus arm. Left hand to outer right knee. Inhale. Over the exhale, turn your eyes to the right, pull your right knee over to the left, and just melt into this sweet twist. You might notice that, your right arm is off to the side and your left hand is pulling the right knee over. You might notice that the right shoulder is trying to lift off. Just try to keep it grounded. And if you're at a point where your right shoulder is touching the mat and your right knee is all the way over to the left side of the mat, touching the mat, let's not run any laps about it. Nobody's handing out awards for that. Just enjoy it and breathe. And if you're at the point where you just got maybe 10 degrees of rotation in your twist, well, let's not sing the blues about it because ain't nobody punishing for that. Just kind of enjoy where it's at and breathe into it and feel it. Now, come on back center. Both knees come into chest. And we're just making the switch here. So continue to hold your left knee to your left chest. Extend your right leg out and lay it long on the mat. Open your left arm off to the left side. Use your right hand outside of your left knee. Take a breath. Exhale, turn your eyes to the left. Pull your left knee over to the right. Yeah, it's just a twist. Just a supine twist. Supta Maxindras. So just to recap, you have your left arm over towards the left wall. You have your left knee over towards the right wall. You have your right arm on the outside, right hand holding your left knee where it's at. Yeah, just breathe. All right, my friends, come back, center, chest, knees touching. Let's tuck in as tight as appropriate to you. You can hold hamstrings, you can hold shins. You know what? Some of you all might wrap your arms all the way around your shins and grab elbows. Let's bring in tight. Let's bring cheekbones toward knee bones. And last chance to touch everything. Engage, contract, everything you can think of here. Toe muscles, calf muscle, quad muscle, glute muscle, toilet muscle, belly muscle, nipple muscle. I know, pull your ears back against your skull. Everything engages you can conceive of. All of that holding, full breath in. Now release and exhale. Extend arms, extend legs, melt into a savasana. Yeah. Ooh. And finally, let go of breath. Let it do whatever it does naturally. Don't worry about it. No more focused, concentrated breath. Just let it run free. Bring all attention to sensation. Feel it. And if you must engage in thoughts, direct those to some gratitude. You worked very hard prepare for this peak pose, this pinnacle summit that you just arrived at. So don't discount it. Indulge in it. Get as much as you can while you can. Stay here as long as you like. And I'm going to leave you, as always, with my gratitude and with